Yeah, thank you very much, Janet. We're talking about birds, and despite the snow, many birds of spring are coming back our way, whether they know it's melting here or not. And we brought in the lady who knows from Preferred Perch. We got Sherri Versluis. So, Sherri, are they coming regardless of whether the weather's bad?
Some birds are. A lot of the South American migratory birds, they are on very tight schedules. They've got business to take care of here and to get back home, so they will be here regardless.
Okay, but when they get here, their usual food may not be available because we're still sitting under snow.
Exactly. And we've already had some reports this week of warblers, which are very small, very colorful, lovely birds that are mainly insectivores and fruit-eating birds. So they are definitely showing up at bird feeders just because there are other birds there, indicating there should be food. But
so they're not getting the bugs they want. They're not getting the fruit they want, and that's where we step in. We can help them out.
Exactly.
So first off, let's talk about what kind of things I'm feeding to them. Suet still a good way to go?
This is a summer suet, which is a great thing to start putting out now for those birds because they will eat that, and they are looking for high-calorie foods.
Okay.
So there's little baskets, which I seem to have misplaced this morning, that you would set that in so they can feed from it.
Yeah, traditional suet holder for that. But then there's a few things that I can actually pull out of the kitchen.
Grape jelly has got to be one of the most incredible foods for attracting some of the most colorful birds in spring.
Just because it's so high in sugar?
High in calories, sugar, and grape is the flavor they like. I've tried other ones and have actually received dirty looks through the window. So it's got to be grape.
Ungrateful little.
Yes.
That's awful.
So those are just little holders that you can offer it in.
And all I do is scoop it in?
Yeah, fill it up the whole cup and they will eat it all. Wow. I went through 53 jars of jelly last summer.
53?
I've already been stockpiling this winter when it's on sale.
You got to start hitting Costco, my dear. And how about the orange? I can also feed that to them?
Yes, those are really good for those warblers as well as orioles and tanagers, all very colorful birds again that I mentioned. So you would just slice the orange in half and spike it on these pegs. Or this is just another version. There's different styles of them. Those, again, there is no fruit, there's no blossoms. A lot of these birds will eat blossoms on the trees. There's going to be nothing. So these will really help them out.
So if I want them in my yard, then that's up. What kind of stuff am I looking for this time of the year? You mentioned warblers and a few others? Warblers,
tanagers, orioles. I mean, some of these won't be here for a couple weeks yet, but we are starting to get reports. So these are just more holders. You can spike your oranges there and put your jelly in the cups there. This is just a fancier one with some copper. So again, you've got your orange spikes and your jelly cups. So those will be the big feeders in the next week.
It's like I'm putting on a continental breakfast or something for them.
Exactly, I know, yes. But you'll be so well rewarded with some of the birds you'll see. A lot of people, when we don't have leaves on the trees, people see the birds and they see all these colors and get very excited on how they can help them out. So it'll be really great for us for birding this spring, but a little hard on the birds.
So we want to help out our feathered friends wherever we can. When it comes to putting things up in my backyard, if I fed them last summer, do I go back to the exact same location? Or if I'm starting feeding, is there a best spot for them?
Well, you always want to make sure your feeders are exposed. A lot of people have the thinking of you should tuck it into the trees and give, that's actually the opposite because they fear predators. So they always like to be able to see what's going on around them while they're eating. So they can be hung openly in trees or on plant hangers. And in regards to having in the same location, that's not always necessary.
They'll find it.
They'll find it,
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to help out your fine feathered friends, all the information on Preferred Perch is on breakfasttelevision.ca. Coming up, we're going this table. We'll talk hummingbirds and how you can get those in your backyard. But our buddy Drew Kozub's got some idea, maybe for the snowbirds who need to take care of their vehicle for spring. Here's Drew.